Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to another beautiful episode of Casual Convo with Tomiwa Akande. And I am your host, Tomiwa Akande. This particular episode is sponsored by Awa Affordables with Abdul. They sell different kind of affordables, varieties, sneakers, rings, bags, name it. They just make life easier. Rather than you going to the market to get something for yourself, they do it for you and at an affordable price. Yes, and so on this particular episode of Casual Convo with Tomiwa Akande, I have a handsome, gorgeous guest here with me today. He is an OAP, a sports analyst, a sports journalist. He is a journalist par excellence. He is none other than Obadimu Adekunle.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Once again, welcome to Casual Convo with Tomiwa Akande. I remain my humble self, Prof. Kayode. So,
Nice.
our guest, kindly introduce yourself.
Which one is so you see, relax. They call it casual convo. So casual convo simply means casual conversation. We don't have to be serious.
As she guessed, though.
She gets Igbewa. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, friends and foes as well, boys and girls like Isaac. My name is Adekunle Obadimu. You can simply call me Oba. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from.
Thank you very much. You know I just quiet since.
Why you quiet?
You are the very first guest that will come here and will be lecturing us on how to run our show. Because you're a lecturer?
No, sake of say one thing. We just make we. No, man, you call am casual convo. You not being serious
We
now.
know. We know. The soul where you put na in. God I beg. Okay, so
onto one or two.
Okay, so Mr.
Question
Oba.
one.
God I beg. Can't see this one. Should I make get show? I mean, I ain't get show.
Maybe become a host.
You go host us.
The place where I dey, I resemble host too. See, now I be guest. Now I don't be do.
God I beg.
One or two, now you be guest. So me and Prof K, we dey the same color, the same beer. Now you be guest. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so I don't know. Allah, question is full. Because which kind guess with this one? All right, Mr. Oba, thank you very much. Thank you for coming to Casual Convo with Tomiwa Akande. And so my own very first question is, who is Mr. Oba? I mean, when I met you, we met with work at work.
Yes.
We met at work, and I had not known you or even heard about you before we met at work, right? And then getting closer to you, I started finding out some different personalities about you because Mr. Oba today Maswa Bologna, and you feel like, who is this guy? I think the first work we did together had to do with sports journalism.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he became another content creator that is talking. Who are you? Who exactly are you? How do you go about all this?
My name is Adekunle Obadimu. You don't have to cut me. Allow me to flow.
Jesus Christ.
I hope all this.
It's going to be there.
Okay, quick one. The thing is this. I grew up in Lagos. I was born and raised in Lagos. At one point in my life, I moved to Akwa Ibom State.
Okay.
My dad works in Akwa Ibom State.
Wonder.
My mom and my dad both lived in Akwa Ibom State. And currently my dad my mom is switched over to Abeokuta with my younger one. I got two beautiful sisters and a brother. One is in the US, one is in Lagos. That's talking about my sisters. My brother is currently with my mom in Abeokuta. Now, my fluency in English, it's attributed to my mom for one reason. I remember growing up, the gap between me and my immediate sister is about 16 to 17 years.
Wọ́n ní ìdádúró ìgbà kan.
Ìwọ ló mọ̀. Ó bá rí òpè.
Ó pẹ̀lú ọ̀pẹ bàbá olówó rẹ̀.
Ọlọ́wọ̀ yẹn kọ́. For wadi. Now, at one point in time, my immediate sister, who happens to be my good friend, very close friend, started growing. I think she got to age 2. And mom looked at me. There was a cousin of mine that was living with us then. That cousin of mine is late, Biola.
God blessed memory.
Yes. Now, Momsi just said, from today, no more English and no more Yoruba speaking in the house again. Whoa. It was pretty difficult to express myself. I remember one of the very first time in the course of learning how to speak good English in the house. My dad had a guest and he asked me, àkọ́kọ́ tí máa gbọ́ English yẹn, go and rinse this cup.
Rings.
Me gbọ́ rí láyé mi, Isaac. Go and rinse the cup. I won't forget. My dad said, go and rinse the cup. Mo fẹ́ fún àlejò lọ́tí. Mo ra malt, mo fẹ́ fún wọn. I wanted to give him drink. It was a family friend. Daddy now said, go and rinse the cup. He was on the dining. Mo gbé cup mo wọnú kitchen. Kitchen to the dining was not far. Mo gbé cup mo wọ kitchen. Mo gbé dání báyìí. Rinse. Kí ló ní ṣe? Kò yé mi. Mo padà sí dining. Mo gbé síbẹ̀. He said again, go and rinse that cup. Èmi bá mi báyìí. Mo tún wọ kitchen the second time. Me understand Donny Ginshe. I came back. I picked the drink. I pour it inside the cup.
And you don't rinse out. You have just
And I left it there. And my dad looked at me. Still with the guest. Yo, but I didn't guest. That was an Akwa Ibom state. And the guest was a Yoruba person. And my dad like, why did I suffer me more too much? I don't know but two more rings. But I'll just explain to you. Money on your show. So that helps me. Yeah, why they laugh like this? The gap between me and my sister was 18. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mo gbé dàgbà tí n tó lọ
So, oh, lọ school ni.
mi lọ àwọn school tó yẹ pé Yorùbá la máa ń sọ ń bẹ̀ ni.
Man raise the cup at 18 years.
Kí ló dé tí mo ṣàṣírí mi fún Prof K?
No, actually, not Prof K. You just said it to the world. Go and raise the cup.
Now,
Please continue your story.
so
I'm enjoying
those were growing up for me, and it was more or less like, okay, at this point in time, you have to learn this language. You have to understand how best to use it. Daddy bought a particular movie, brought it home, Akila and the Bee. I watched it over and over and over and over again. I learned, I mastered it, know how to use the words in a sentence and all of that. So it became part and parcel of me growing up with those two loving girls that are my sisters. And I switched over to Lagos in 2012, went to a film school after I finished from University of Calabar, my first degree, Lapa, owned by Olu and Joke Silva.
Oh, wow.
Olu Jacobs and Joke Jacobs.
Yeah.
They own the school. So I switched over there. I did 1 year diploma, finished, so 2 years rather, 2 year diploma. Then I finished, started working with African Magic Original Films, worked with African Magic Original Film for some time. And that was more or less like, Alayo, good or school, say. You have to go to school. You do not have anything to tell me that will make you not to go to school. Okay, it's acts you want to do. Is this acting? Is this film thing? Go and study it. So in 2015, before then, I had a friend that we were close when I was in Calabar. He came to Ibadan to serve. He became a lecturer at Lake City University. Then they started performing arts at Lake City in 2014. He asked me to come. I said, no, I'm not coming now. Then in 2015, after my late grandma passed, we finished the burial in August. Popsy called family meeting on top of my head. I've told this young man to go to school. He doesn't want to go to school.
But you
Giving
already
up-
went to University of Calabar.
Yeah, but
this say go to school.
yes, because I think he's got his PhD at that
At
time.
that time, oh, okay.
He has his PhD as at
Oh, ó ti yé mi, ó ti yé mi.
2011. He already has his PhD.
Oh, ó ti yé mi.
So he's more or less like, so Ogudoka to the extent at which I have gotten to before I can say, okay, you're on your own. So in 2015, after that family meeting, I came to Ibadan and said, okay, let's get this thing started. I left African Magic Original Films work, came to Ibadan to do performing art at Lake City. And when I got to Ibadan, I already was doing something in Calabar then. I was working in a radio station in Calabar, a radio station owned by the school. I was working there. So when I crossed over to Lagos, I stopped radio work. When I came to Ibadan, me that I've been working close to 16, 14 hours a day, and I realized that, come, I have just 2 hours of lectures in 24 hours. Oh my, I'm in 22 hours. Kò lè work you. Luckily for me, they established the Lead City University radio station, which is the Lead City FM. So I walked into the office of the CEO, and I didn't even go to his office. I went to the general manager. He said, "You are not going to work here." So one day I saw the CEO walking past, and I told him, "Sir, I want to work here. I don't mind if you don't pay me." So I worked for 3.5 years at Lead City University without pay.
Getting paid. Oh wow.
And I was enjoying myself. Bottom line, enjoying myself to the fullest. To the fullest. So I had the best of fun working with Lead City. And in 2018, when I was done with my BSc in performing arts, I got employed and I didn't leave. And in 2019, I saw a fine girl in 2017. We settled. No, I put her in family line. I put her in family line. And our parents were like, our daughter is educated. You can't just put her in family line like that. So I came. I hope Salam is watching. Hope he's not getting carried away too.
Put her in family line.
So I put her in
I
family
don't
line.
understand.
Oh,
Like,
go
go and raise the cup. Let me finish. Let him say it himself. You put her in family line. How?
Yes.
You know I'm not married.
So
So I don't understand.
So
I want to know.
Break that English down.
Break that English
What
down.
the daddy said is, oh, but he explain. Oh, but it's also making the explain.
Man, I
I will not understand.
What do you mean by you put her in family line? So that we
Explain.
move.
okay, so in a nutshell,
So you, I don't know.
following.
You said you put her in family line.
Eh,
So since you don't want to say that weapon, you put her in that means Ofunloyun.
No, Yoruba
Moving
yẹn ló
on.
dùn tó.
So as I was saying,
Ọmọlọmọ.
it became
School
very
ẹni o wa.
now, funnily enough,
School ẹni o wa.
you
God
have
bless
to
your
come
father.
home. Amen. We have to come home and make sure you enjoy the family. The family is large in the sense that every December everybody comes together and enjoy the January 1 festive period. So in 2018 I took her home, and Dad spoke to both of us. They asked me to go inside, I spoke to her alone. They asked her to go inside, I spoke to me alone. Call both of us together. Ask a simple question: how both of you have not been seeing each other? The answer from both of us was no. Lo and behold, we came back to Ibadan in January, and she was not feeling too good. Gotta go for test, and she was heavy. So in April 2019, we settled it. She became officially mine, and to the glory of God,
You have some beautiful kids.
we got 2 beautiful, loving, darling kids, a boy and a girl.
That's nice.
For now, in Nigeria, like I keep telling her,
So you have
in
plans.
Nigeria.
You have plans of.
But for now in Nigeria, I think we're fine. For now in Nigeria.
Tó ń bá ṣèṣì jápa àti ẹ ti gbọ́ o.
For now in Nigeria. So that's basically how it all evolves. I started working with Lead City FM. I'm this kind of person that is not contented. I don't know why. Contented in the sense that I like to use every minute, every second to want to be busy to do something. Just find something doing. Don't just get tired. Just look for something to be
I
doing.
think it's not. I will not say contented. I say you don't like to be idle.
You don't like to settle.
So that was what led me to Lead City, because I felt I was always busy with African Magic original film with 16 hours a day, and all of a sudden I have just 2 hours to, even the 2 hours is not even me working, it's me sitting down, someone talking to me, all in the name of lectures. I'm gonna want to come and show. So that led me to the radio. I became part and parcel of the radio, and then when I was in Lead City University, doing my first degree, I will leave my lecture room.
Second degree.
I'll leave my lecture room and run down to do a 30-minute radio program and run back to the class. I would leave my rehearsal ground, run to do a 1 hour show, and run back to the rehearsal. So I was shuttling between that. In 2018, when I was done with school, I needed something more because that vacuum of running up and down has been opened.
So it needs to be filled.
So it needed to be filled. So it led me into, okay, the sports that I do, let's be going to the stadium and be covering games properly. That led me to become a member of the Sport Writers Association of Nigeria, SWAN. We call it SWAN. Don't mind it. We have reasons for that. So that led me to become a member of SWAN. In 2018, my dad asked me to go and start my MSc in UI. UI didn't give me admission for one reason. I don't know. Maybe Isaac was the cause. I don't know. And they didn't give me admission. So I came back to Leeds City University, started my MSc, finished last year, though I was pretty slow on it. I started my MSc since 2020, and
You finished
I finished
2024.
last year.
Eh?
I should have finished in 2022,
22.
but I was just, I took almost 3 years to do a project that I should have just used 3 months to do, which is a semester. But by and large, we're done with that. We picked up the PhD form, and we're not slacking this time around. Other things that I do, I love challenging myself a whole lot. At this point in time, now one question you ask, I don't talk plenty.
No, it's good.
No.
It's good. I don't have so many questions again.
Prof K will have.
You said everything.
Prof K will have.
Okay, so basically, I think another question that I might have in head is, after all this thing you said, you've at a point even gone into the family matters. Why
are you keeping straight face saying that?
So, is it not family matter?
Salam de wale be omoko.
So, so,
All this way.
as the question eluded you,
Jesus Christ, Mr. Hoba,
I'm
I
with
was
you.
not prepared like this.
So let
I
me
was
give-
not
let me
prepared like
give you
this.
a very tricky question.
Okay,
please.
let him ask you the question first before
So
I
how
ask
do
my
you
question.
combine working with 3S Fancy
Okay.
and being a SWAN member? That was a slip of tongue, SWAN member.
Swan, let's all the swamp to your law.
The thing is this: for every man on earth, we have the same 24 hours,
Okay.
and the work of radio specifically has taught me one thing: time consciousness. If you have a 9 a.m. program, you won't leave your house at 9. You will have to leave before 9. Now, today I had a TV program from 11 to 11:30. That was my TV program. And this was supposed to start for 12. Now, simply because I was done by 11:30, I was supposed to set out. I was at Amfani. Amfani to this place is not very far. I was supposed to set out immediately by that 11:30. Simply because I didn't get a message from TM that Alpha, we don't do there, where you did, now you would wait for. I relaxed a little bit. I left Amfani 11:55 to set out and get here 10 after 12. Now, the radio has helped me to manage my time in the sense that if I give an appointment for this person, I already calculate, okay, I will have a class to teach by this time to this time. Once I'm done with that class, the next thing is, okay, I extend a little bit of pleasantries, say hello to people. I move straight to where I'm having the next appointment. For instance, the game Shooting Star had on Wednesday, it was 5:30 p.m. And our head of protocol and logistics make sure that if you're going to be on the production team for that day, you're supposed to be at the stadium for 3 p.m.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Prof K, who's sitting right here. Now, I couldn't make 3 p.m. because I forgot to inform him that I had a class, which is 3 to 5. I had to round up my class by 4:30 p.m. and start running down to the stadium. Now, I got whipped a little bit, not physical whipped with words that I came late. That's because I didn't pre-inform. Not because I was not meant to pre-inform. I did not do what? I did not remember the fact that I had a class. So I found a way to manage both ways. Swan, as an entity, do not really have much work to do. Everybody in Swan is a big boy, so to say, in the sense that the only time we get to see each other is when there is Congress. And Congress hardly comes. Maybe once there's an issue, there's a platform, they pass out message to everybody. And if the message is beyond the reach of the platform, they call for a Congress. And of course, you create yourself, avail yourself the opportunity to be there. For instance, Shooting Stars next game is on the 8th of February, which is Prof K's birthday.
Abere.
Okay.
This is Casual Convo.
Okay, sorry, Kieshe Sports.
Kieshe Sports, Kieshe Shooting Star TV, the Fans TV. Etibe, see my so date is match. Etibe, hey, Ewa, I know protocol is here. I know journalist is here.
No, you will not understand.
I don't want to understand.
There's a controversy. That's why I said it's a very tricky question.
Okay.
No, if you should answer the question in a way, you might get whipped at one. So that's why I asked you the question, so that we'll talk.
The issue is this: where he intends me to go. No, he could set me up a bit about where he intends me to go is the issue of some members of Swan. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Some members of Swan not accepting Shooting Star Fan TV work.
So how do you manage that?
How do I manage what? See,
I think that is personal preference.
Like I said, the work of Swan is not directed to anybody. It's an individual work that we do. We just hide under a particular umbrella so that we can be recognized.
Okay.
That's basically what Swan is. There's an umbrella body that houses everybody. So what I do in the comfort of my program, of my show, or with my life is none of anybody in Swan's fault or anybody in Swan to come and question. So I'm a member of the Shooting Star Fan TV. Some of them don't like the Fan TV because of a particular person's work that is neglecting his work, and people see a loophole and they quickly utilize it to work, and you're upset about that.
Okay. Camera crew, okay, so my own question that I wanted to ask, it is not tricky, it's very simple. It just gives us a kind of understanding of how to balance work and family life. So my question is very simple. You do a lot of things, you said it yourself, you do radio station, TV station, you lecture, you do Igba, you do MC.
Yes,
you travel, always going up and down, always like a job. And I'm also sure that you love that Antigone. So how do you balance family life and work life?
Okay. If you don't put money on the table, the lady that follows Salam down to this place won't follow Salam if Salam don't give her money.
Mr. Hoba, please leave my camera creep. Please leave my camera creep. And she did not follow Salam.
She followed who?
Emilo Teliwabi.
Okay. So I just Salam Lungomo.
Answer the question.
The question that being get down to your law.
To manage family and work, it's been very hectic, I won't lie. But there's one thing I've learned to do, which I copied from my father. He has a way of balancing it. My dad lectures, works with a multinational company. He also leads the men's ministry in church, and he preaches up and down as well. He's also a motivational speaker and a mentor
to a lot of people.
To a whole lot of people. Now, in all of this, that's still find time to sit down with the family. How do I do this? It's simple. At the beginning, it wasn't easy, Prof. K. I must be sincere with you. A whole lot of fights. Monday through Saturday, I'm at work. Monday through Saturdays, I'm at work. On Sunday is Shooting Stars game. I want to go and watch ball. Fight again. The fighter. Monday to Sunday, you're always at work. Kilo shele. And bro, if you don't bring money to the house, if you don't bring food to the table, you become a useless man. So sometimes I find a way to balance it by making sure that time that I have that is free, I run back to the house. I have so much make my schedule in such a way that in a day, except for Fridays that I have to work overnight, I go home very early and make sure, except the days I don't have MC work, I go home very early, play with my kids, take them out. One fateful Sunday, we went to church. While we were going to church, I look at my wife, she was pretty tired. But we just went to church. So what I did was this. It was pretty simple. What did I do? I told her, okay, let's do something. Because I know too well that when we get home, the next thing will be for a man to say, Kini mo fẹ́ ṣe kíni, kini mo fẹ́ jẹ. And this woman, on the other hand, is complaining of tired. Okay, I turn it into a competition. I called our parents. I called our younger ones. I called some few friends. Please come to our house. It was pretty simple. I gave her money. I took the same amount of money. I did food competition, cooking. Oh yeah, cook your own. Make I cook my own. Oh yeah, una be judge. It was just to create fun in the house. Many times when I am not working, I'm returning to the house with the family. Many times when there is no MC work, when there's no radio work, when there is no lecturing work to keep me very busy, or TV work or content creating work, I run back to the house because this is the set of people that makes you who you are outside. So I'm the best set of gifts I ever had in my life are the gift of those set of people God has given me.
Hallelujah.
Those are the words of a finished man.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, you're a finished man for your wife now, sure. You won't bring another person into the topic.
Prof K Momo go as a stadium you come back.
Show you what way.
Ọmọ yẹn ga o. Kò sójú ẹni. Prof K Momo kan.
Ojú yín wo ọmọ yẹn.
Ojú èmi nìkan kọ́.
Everybody. For the fact that your eye self enter, mo kàn tí mo need nìyẹn.
Kò ní ìdí ẹ̀ sójú kójú dání èèwọ̀. Gbogbo èèyàn kan fẹ́ máa ya fọ́tò.
Èmi á make sure pé àǹtí wo fídíò yìí.
Kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀?
Wo this particular episode. In fact, mo lè dìídì kọ́ọ̀tì páàtì yìí nìkan. Kí n dẹ̀ fi ránṣẹ́ sí wọn.
O ti ń cast ara rẹ pé o máa kọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ wá fi ránṣẹ́ sí láti fi dá lérú. Ṣé kò mọ ẹni tó fẹ́ ni?
Èyí ṣe sọ bí sọ wọ́n mọ̀ pé má ṣe sí náà.
Ó mọ̀ pé mi iṣẹ́ oníṣìná náà. Work exigencies now. Okay, mo rí ọmọ tó ga tó iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run yìí. Olúwa kú
gbàgbé
iṣẹ́.
sẹ́ẹ̀kì ọmọ yẹn o.
Prof K ló lè sọ fún ẹ bọ́mọ ṣe rí ọmọ ń ga pọ̀.
Èèyàn burúkú Prof K.
Prof K mọ̀mọ̀ wá wá fi tọ́jú everybody.
Èèyàn burúkú ni nǹkan tó máa ṣe fẹ́ everybody nìyẹn.
Ara mọ̀mọ̀ wá Olúwa kú iṣẹ́ òye.
Ó máa ń kó wọn rìn ni. Kí n mọ ibi tó ti máa ń rí wọn.
Ọmọ ń wà òkè pọ̀.
Abájọ ọjọ́ mo sọ fún pé ìyìn rò pé ó lè settle down anytime soon.
Òun gan tí ìṣẹ̀dá àti settle.
Because
But the interview is not about Prof K, it's about me. So,
I know.
Can we...
Let me cast him. Everybody. Ọjọ́ tó ṣe interview the first episode. Ó jábọ́. Ó ti jábọ́ tó mọ̀ kó jábọ́. Ó ní mo máa ń sùn sínú DM. Ó pariwo.
Ó máa ń sunú DM àwọn kan.
Ọ̀tọ̀ nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ ọ̀pọ̀jọ́ pé òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ kò ṣe é bò
Out
wọlé.
of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh.
Ó jábọ́.
Okay.
Have a blessing, God.
What are we doing here?
Casual convo.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Hoba, to round up this particular episode of Casual Convo, I've had a beautiful time with you here. So, this very simple question is not really much of a question. I want to ask you, in few words, ní ọ̀rọ̀ kúkúrú, give an advice to anybody that would be willing to become a public figure like you, like an OAP, a journalist, and also balancing work life with family life. Because the truth is, a lot of people miss it, where it's either they are too immersed in work that they neglect family, or because they don't want to mess up with family, they neglect work. I'm sure you understand. So how do they balance? Just in few words, give an advice on how to go about it. Because like they say, what works for A might not work for B, but it does not matter. We also give advices.
Okay, quick one. Try as much as possible to split it into 2 or 3. Number 1, never make money your priority. The youths that we have these days, you ask them to come and learn something from you. If they come for a month, if it doesn't pay them, If he doesn't drop any rubber for them, Allah, they will quit. Never make money your priority. I said in the course of this conversation that I worked for 3.5 years without pay.
Without pay.
There are a couple of works I have done. Let me even hint you on this. There was a time I got a job, unknown to me. The person I met at a wedding, more or less like a family wedding, and she asked me, "You did somebody's 45th birthday?" I said, "Yes." "Okay, so how much will you take for burial?" Because I met you at a gathering where I felt relaxed and I felt you are a family and part of the family. Give me 10K. That was on a Saturday. The next
What year?
day, that was, it was after COVID. 2020.
2020.
I think 2020 or 2021, either of the two.
10K.
10K. My God, Prof K, 10K. You call it dummy. On Sunday, she messaged me that there will be vendors meeting at the venue of the what? Of the event on Monday. That I should please ensure I come for the vendors meeting by 4. I asked, where is the venue? Jogger Center. Since that day, I have vowed to always ask you for venue first and address before I give you my price for event. But basic thing I'm trying to say that led me to that is I've done some couple of works that I call charity. I've done some that I did not even expect you to pay me. There are many that me and TM had even been involved that was more or less like not getting anything out of it. So don't make money your priority. And 2, be true to your goals. I remember when I met Prof K for the very first time. I've been posting things on my Instagram, but the day I interviewed Prof K and he posted the video, I had more people like my post that day. I had more people like my post immediately that day. And I told him, I want to be like you, that many people will enjoy doing what I do. He said one thing, and that day is what I have looked at, the things I've done in the past, and realized that what he said, I am doing it. Be true to your dream. Be true to yourself. What do I mean by be true to yourself? Be true to yourself in everything you do. Don't lie to yourself. These are your strengths. Make sure you work more on your strength and be good at it. Never you give up. Money might not be there now. Trust me.
It will
So
come.
over there.
Okay.
Those are my 2 words of advice.
Okay.
You don't make money your priority.
Okay, what's the evidence?
I don't need to provide evidence. So
you don't have evidence.
So from what you said, I gained a lot, but I also want to chip in something. Don't use location or event place to judge events. For me, what I will say is, tell them your price. Let them be the one to negotiate.
Yes.
There are event places they will call name for you. You will not be familiar with it. What they better? You know the funny thing? I want to check pé event woman to be general man. It's just one small event. It's just one small event. Akọni pé kasare irọ́ ni o.
Ani mo lọ kanjọ Saturday.
So
mo lọ kanjọ Saturday to lọ. Nínú Amúlòkó to go and MC a wedding. The girl chatted me, the event planner chatted me in the middle of the night.
Events on the event planner.
Lówó.
Events on the event planner.
Wọ́n lówó pé kí n jọ. Ó ti gbówó. Pé kí n jọ. Pé ṣé mo lè bá wọn ṣe 70K. Mo ní okay, kò sí wàhálà. 70. Kò sí wàhálà, ṣe inú Amúlòkó ni. So I went. The person they use as the chairman of the wedding. I like doing something when I'm anchoring wedding. I like doing owó ọbẹ̀ for ìyàwó to collect, to give uncle. As I meet the chairman, say, give me owó ọbẹ̀. 1 bundle collect.
Hey.
And he drop.
Hey.
As the man they dance enter, I tell the man, make dance. The man say no dance. And I started the dance for him from. He's paying me 50B. Mo sì gbowó bí wèrè. Lọ́wọ́ jẹ gbowó bí wèrè.
So after this show, we will send our account numbers.
Send which account number
into your DM.
Don't need. The show never end. They do am now.
wetin we dey do?
The transfer now.
Àlàyé cash
lójú tí ojú
àti
kámẹ́rà
lọ́tẹ̀. Àlàyé ìwọ ló fún mi 2 billion last week, o má gbàgbé.
Super story.
So
No, royalty!
anybody say if change overnight and now you talk and I say last week mo fún
Saturday
gbowó.
Saturday last week ni ó ti là kúrò lórí mo ti sanwó school.
Ọba you say something
àwọn náà fẹ́
like
sanwó school.
mi gbọ́ rí láyé mi àyẹ̀sí ti mọ ọba ní Isaac Salam anything you want to eat today. Báyìí mo ṣe pé etí mi ò gbọ́ bọ̀ mo fẹ́ dúró kí ṣòwò yẹn parí. Bàbá wàá ṣe transfer.
You go
wàá mú kan ní méjèèjì.
wàá tẹ̀wó.
Okay, are we done with this casual?
We are not yet done. Wàá tẹ̀wó.
Prof K, any
Promise
further
here.
question?
Promise
Any
here.
further question?
Okay, can I ask Prof K a question?
It is
Not
possible.
on my show. You cannot ask him. He's a host. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for staying tuned with us on this particular episode of Casual Convo with Tomiwa Akande. I really appreciate the presence of Mr. Hoba. Thank you for heeding our call. Mr. Hoba has been on handicap for a long time, but you know, as God will do it, it's one of the most beautiful episodes we have. And also thank you to Professor Kayode. Like I used to, more like my Porukweja. In case you don't know his name is Samuel Kayode. So, Prof. K.
Why did you tell people my name? I know
why
why
and
people know my name.
I beg you. So, please, thank you
Prof.
for coming
K,
here.
forget.
I really appreciate. Myself and Prof. K had issues last weekend. That is why you are not going to see him on that last episode that you watched. But as I said to her, men will always fight, men will always settle. It is in camera. Stunting.
So, sorry,
ṣé wọ́n ni mo ní kó ṣé wọ́n mo ní kó mówó wá ní o tún béèrè ọmọ Káyọ̀dé
Prof. K marry.
tí o bá jẹ oúnjẹ
Prof K no fẹ́ marry.
ìfilẹ̀ ó ń dream ni.
Lọ bá blessing now. Èkó hotel.
Má ṣubú pẹ̀lẹ́.
All
right,
we are rounding up.
Until the next episode. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.
Alakoba.